I don't know, man. Shit's getting weird. All right, so we are here, the first weekend of May. It is officially the kickoff to the summer blockbuster season, and I know a lot of you are here to try to figure out, is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 good? Is it going to live up to the success of the first one? Okay, so we needed to address some things right there. I think it's a horrible, horrible mistake for you to go see and experience a movie expecting it to live up to its predecessor. And I know that's a tough thing to do, especially since this is a sequel. You're inevitably setting yourself up for disappointment. So knock that shit off right now. That being said, we also need to address how a movie fits into the landscape of a franchise, especially a franchise as vast as the MCU. We're coming up to what's going to culminate into Infinity Wars. We know the Guardians of the Galaxy are actually going to be a part of Infinity Wars. How that's going to shake out, how they're going to play into it, let me tell you right now, this movie gives no fucking clues as to that, okay? At the end of these MCU movies, usually we're able to kind of pick up the little puzzle pieces and building blocks and say like, oh, that's gonna come into play. In this movie, it's gonna be a situation where we're looking back and being like, oh, so that's what that fucking meant. Got it, awesome. On it now after the fact. But as I was watching the movie with these little Easter eggs and hints and these mid-credit scenes, there's a bunch of them, so you're gonna wanna stay until the lights come up. Yeah, I was just like, I have no idea where the fuck this is going. I don't know, where are we going? Where have we gone? Unless one of you is far more versed in Guardians of the Galaxy than I am, and if you are, you need to go ahead and hit me up, because I have no idea what so much of this shit actually means. But let's get into what I actually thought about the movie. So, I had fun. I had a blast. I was thoroughly entertained. But I think my issues with the movie comes from a technical aspect of it. I think there's probably about 15 minutes of this movie that could have been shaved off. I like when the pace of a movie is a little more tightened up and it moves a little bit quicker. There are moments when it just sort of comes to a stop for the sake of a joke. Some of the jokes are really, really good. Some of the jokes are just sort of like, all right, yeah, that's you know, it's a chuckle. You got it out of me. But sometimes it's just sort of like, oh, we really could have just, you know, sped right past it. Also, by getting rid of that 15 minutes, I think we would have gotten rid of a lot of extraneous window dressing. There was a lot on here to kind of signal like this was a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think the movie, it suffers for its indulgences. They really, really lean into the campiness and the silliness. And sometimes for great effect, sometimes it really pays off. Other times it's just sort of like, I really didn't need that. I know that I'm here to watch a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I don't need you to like signal it every, you know, few minutes. So, but again, I can respect a movie going ahead and just deciding like, you know what, we're gonna lean the fuck in. I really, really did enjoy this movie. I do have my issues with it. I do have my qualms about it. But I think I can't really get into that without sort of leaning into spoiler territory. So I'm just gonna leave it at this. I think it's definitely worth the ticket. We get to be reacquainted with these characters that, you know, we got to know and that we were invested in, and now they're here, they're back. Their stories really do take some unexpected turns. I think in the execution, some of the stories are done better than others, but at the same time, everything here is done, I think, at the very least adequately, some even brilliantly. But if you're here to get my recommendation as to whether or not you should actually go check this out in the theater, absolutely. This is the first weekend of May. Summer blockbuster season is here. Stop fucking watching this review. Go to the movies right now. Because in my opinion, there are very few things better than summer blockbuster season. Yeah, so please let me know what you think. Like, comment below, subscribe, do whatever it is that you guys feel the need to do, and I will talk to you later. Okay, love you, bye.